Welcome back, civilians. I'm Cam Anthem, and this is Civilian Crime Cam. Today, we're coming out of Lake City, a town in Columbia County, Florida, best known for a 1911 lynching of 6 black men, as well as other lynchings. Yeah, pretty much that's it for Lake City, just lynchings. Lake City, when founded, had the awesomest name ever, Alligator, which is kind of like when that kid in that Adam Sandler movie named himself Frankenstein. Later, they renamed themselves to the much more socially acceptable Alligator Village. I can't imagine why anyone would want to change those names to Lake City, but this is where we find ourselves today. Surprisingly, the saddest thing about Lake City is not the fact that it lost the coolest name ever. No, that crowning achievement goes to our suspect from today's video. Meet Zach, the sad sack. At 26, Zach has bounced around a number of awful jobs. At the county correctional facility, corporate grocery stores, and of course that seminal school of hard knocks, Mickey D's. I'm not sure what role he had at the Holiday Inn or how long he held it, but here's what you need to know. Zach has been fired, and he has a completely unfounded notion that his employer is required by law to provide a reason why they fired him prior to his vacating the premises. Suffice it to say, he's wrong. On today's episode, we're gonna break down the Takedown, do a Hollywood casting for Civilian's first film, and we'll play What's Behind That Redaction Anyway? Let's dive in.
This way?
Yes.
Hello, who's Zachary? Okay. Why are you still here, sir?
Because I want a valid reason before I know why I'm terminated.
Okay, that's not what Florida law is. So if they've asked you to leave, you need to leave, sir.
I mean, I'll clock out.
Okay, so they fired you.
Yeah, and they did not provide a valid
They don't have to, sir.
Yes,
they
do.
no,
It's
no,
called
sir.
the wrongful termination.
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir. Well, what I'm not going to do is sit here and argue with you. Okay, you've been asked to leave. You've been terminated. So that means at this point you're trespassing. So you can either leave with me or you can leave on your own free will.
You gonna file a trespassing suit against me?
I will put you in jail. So would you like to leave? Okay. You have asked him to leave?
Yes, we have.
All right, put your hands behind your back.
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
All right.
61, start 1018.
Hold on.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
I'm trying to get on the ground! I'm trying to...
Whoa, did you see that handcuff move? Yeah! Think he practices that in the bathroom mirror at home? Okay, let's break down the Takedown. So, Dum Dum thinks he's entitled to an explanation by his employer for his firing, going so far as to cite a fictional law, the Wrongful Termination Act. Florida is what's known as an at-will employment state, meaning you can be terminated at any time for any reason. While that sounds bad, the opposite works too. An employee can leave at any time without providing cause. So whoa, the officer goes in for the kill really fast. In my last video, I asked if police can be too patient, and we got some interesting responses. So I'm asking you to get in the comments right now and let me know, do you think this officer moved too fast? Okay, next we have the suspect doing the Frankenstein's monster. It looks like the taser finally takes effect and the suspect dives at the officer at the same time. Panicked by being tackled by a gigantic man-baby, the officer now uses his taser to whack him upon the skull thrice. 1, 2, 3. So maybe in the movie version of the arrest we could get Kai the hitchhiker to play the cop?
Smash, smash, smash! Yeah.
Alright, on with the show. Zach is about to reveal something that really changes things. He has a
Pew pew.
Okay, I know I'm interrupting my own interruptions at this point, but I have something important to tell you about the video. The first time I put this video up, YouTube restricted this to 18 plus, which basically ruins its chances of ever being seen. Never mind being monetized. Not that it matters, because they won't monetize us anyway. Go be nice and send us coffee cash in the Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description, but I digress. My trusted advisors all seem to think that the reason the video was restricted was because of all the red human juice. Yeah, it's kind of coming out of everywhere. He's got this big drippy hamburger head, and so I blurred all of that out, but now I'm paranoid that any reference to anything controversial is gonna trigger off our YouTube AI overlords, so I had to kind of create my own language where I say like the suspect bang bangity, the victim with his pew pew, and red juice just juiced everywhere, and he had a metal pointy thing too, and he poked all juice holes with it, and it all squirted hither and thon. Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
Let go of your hands.
Wrong pocket. Jacket pocket, left side. Is in the forefront pocket on my right hip. Like I said, the is in my right pocket. I always carry them on me. I have a concealed carry. I'm sorry. I'm just very pissed off.
37, like I said, my radio's not getting out. I'm 77. Got a signal 0 secure. I got one. Start EMS and the supervisor, please.
I'm sorry, I'm just pissed.
I'm good. I got, he's
You grab the...
You got the...
Okay, I still have a...
Well, you're going to stay right here.
Can you please remove if I do not want it on my person?
You're all right this second.
I have several pins digging into my hip.
Yeah, well, that's the barbs.
No, I have pins in my pocket.
All right, sit up. 37, like, so you start EMS. He's got a head laceration.
I really don't even feel it.
He's quite a bit, like, City.
Can someone please take out of my pocket?
Where's your
Right.
This pocket?
No. Jeans. Along with several pins. I'm sorry, I'm just pissed.
Well, now you're going to jail for felony battery, buddy.
Yep.
You got him for just a second, Tyler?
I'm sorry, I'm just...
Do y'all have a medical kit?
Yeah. I have something in my car that might be better.
No. You got some like paper towels?
Yeah, I got some.
We need to put pressure on his head.
How bad is
It's look to your right, buddy.
I see that.
All right,
I can't see what's on my head.
We got some.
You got some? I'm sorry. Oh, you something. Your arm just kicked off.
Yep. Maybe next time, buddy, don't try to fight people. How about a sink?
Yeah, bathroom's right.
Okay, give me just a second. I want another officer here with him.
Okay.
Let me slide by and grab my straight. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh god, that hurts now that the adrenaline's worn off.
Well, you could have left, buddy.
I'm sorry, I'm just...
No, you were trying to be right, and unfortunately you weren't.
I know.
Florida is a state where you can be fired for any reason at any time.
And when did that law change?
It's been like that, buddy.
Since when?
It's been like that. Since
I remember back in 2015, that was not the law.
So I've been in law enforcement since 2018, and it's been that way. They can fire you at any point. You refusing to leave is trespassing.
I'm sorry.
Okay?
I wanted to know why.
But it doesn't matter why. If they don't want you here, why do you want to be at a place that you're not wanted?
because I liked this job.
So there's plenty of other places that you can work that's the same job. But now you're going to have a felony on your record.
I already have one on my record.
Oh, well, that's something to be proud of. Now you're going to have another one. And if you're a felon, then why do you have...
Pew pew.
So you're not convicted?
It was expunged.
I asked a follow-up question. Don't get nasty with me. We were having a nice, cordial conversation there.
I'm sorry. I'm just...
So your charge was expunged. So did you get your rights back?
Yes, I have all of my legal rights back.
Okay. You see how easy it is when we can talk cordially?
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I let my anger get the better of me. I am sorry that I attacked you.
His pocket. No. So I grabbed a hold of him. He snatched away from me. So I stepped back, went to we were too close in proximity. So then he charged me, and he ended up like that.
You all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Where's the zero?
I've secured it.
Okay.
I've secured it.
I am sorry. I let my anger get the better of me, and I haven't done that in years. That's actually what led to the first felony.
Well, I guess.
Battery and trespass.
Yeah, he straight up charged me.
What kind of zero is it?
Pew pew.
It's a
And you're a convicted felon?
Oh,
I had my
Go
rights.
wash it.
I had it
oh, you're here. Yeah, I will.
I had it expunged. I have all of my.
Appreciate you. Where's the bathroom at? Yeah, EMS is here. I guess they're walking up. Do what? I'm sorry. I've got it all over my desk.
So I got the gentleman on the phone who owns the vehicle they drove here in. He borrowed that.
Okay, we're not dealing with that right now.
Yeah, we gotta deal with this and his injury. Hey, buddy, you gotta slow your breathing down. I know your adrenaline's wearing off and the pain's setting in, but you gotta slow it down. I know. There's a lot going on. He was with an impact, specifically. He was twice. Didn't get he got the 5 seconds out of total. He charged me. We started wrestling. I think twice head with. He went to the ground and he's got a laceration to the head. His adrenaline is definitely wearing off, so the pain's starting to set in. He's got a pretty decent laceration.
I see that.
So I don't know how you want to get him to the truck, but yeah, it's.
Okay.
You need more paper?
Can we hold it more at the same time?
Right. Here's some more paper, if you need it. Are you able to, if we help you stand up, are you able to stand up then?
He said he was feeling lightheaded.
Are you still feeling lightheaded?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Just, what's she doing? She go get the stretcher?
She said she's going to get the stretcher.
Alright.
Slow your breathing down, buddy.
Yeah, you gotta slow your breathing down.
I'm trying.
Probably hyperventilating on top of it, so you need to calm down a little bit.
Y'all get here, they need people back on perimeter.
I appreciate you, buddy.
I'm here, guys.
I know his name is Nick. Zach, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I don't know where I heard Nick from.
It's my fault. I know what the I did, and I'm sorry.
What happened?
I let my anger get the better of me, and I don't know why. I just snapped.
Zach, how'd you get here?
My mother's van.
Your mother's van? Where'd you park at?
Front of Ruby Tuesdays. White Town and Country. It's missing the front end.
Okay, where's the keys did at?
In my jacket pocket, right side.
You know, grab them. There's also some eardrops and another set of keys in there.
Is anybody at the hospital? Working?
I was there until 10. I left to go to that.
Leave you there, or?
No, nobody came in. I can stay out for a little bit, but
Stop. I'm trying to see.
you want some more paper towels? Some clean ones? Greg's here.
Looks like it's stopped.
Here are the keys. They're not.
It's It's not active anymore. It's clotted.
Maybe just right down the
Did I
floor.
injure you at all?
No, sir, I'm good, buddy. At this point, I'm just worried about you, okay?
Again, I am sorry.
It happens, man. Sometimes the anger just gets to us, but don't worry about that. I'm worried about your health right now, okay? Don't hit your head anymore.
Yeah, and try not to hyperventilate, okay?
I'm trying. I just can't.
I know. Just in through your nose, out through your mouth. Slow breaths. Alright, we got the stretcher back here. You think you can make it?
What do you want to do, Heather?
We can stand him up and...
Okay.
Hang on, we're going to help
All right,
you.
we're gonna help you.
Oh, get your bearings.
All right. You all right? Talk to us, buddy.
1 sec.
Okay. If you feel like you're gonna fall out, let me know so we can get you back on the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
You feel like you're gonna fall out? Is there a way we can get like the stretcher underneath you before
Grab
you
that
do?
chair.
Yeah, we can wheel him. All right. Lean back for me. How would you like him handcuffed?
Just put him in front.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So listen, we're gonna get on the stretcher before I do that. Okay. All right. We're gonna help you stand back up.
I'd like to get his jacket off, though. Well, I mean, we're just right across the street.
He's got the barbs in it, so I mean it.
The bars didn't go through.
I know. That's why you didn't get the full effect of because these new ones would have dropped you like a sack of potatoes, buddy.
I know.
They're not fun.
I know. I was when I went through Department of Corrections.
I gotcha.
Go ahead and just move it to the front.
All right, let's stand up, buddy.
But I don't know that I'll be able to get a and stuff through that. Also.
We got shears.
I'm wearing a long sleeve under it anyway.
So the only problem is the physical where he charged me. So otherwise, I'd be totally for it. I know he's calm now, but typically, if they show violent action, we try not to completely unrestrain them.
Yeah.
I know.
So I'm good with them in the front. Maybe if we weren't in such confined space, like at the hospital, we'd probably get it if that's okay. Try not to lean forward, buddy. All right, let's get you on the stretcher, and then we'll worry about getting this jacket off of you. Okay? All right, stand up for me. All right, just turn and pivot, turn and pivot, turn and pivot. There you go. All right, sit straight down, straight down, straight down. Good job. All right, don't lean forward, okay?
I'm trying not to.
All right, listen, before I take this cuff off of you, any movement is going to be taken as a sign of aggression. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Pull the zipper, please. It's in my truck, sir. You want to pull it off that side? Well, you might as well just pull it off that way and just cuff him back. All right.
Yeah. It's caught on the cuff.
Yeah. It's fine. I got one arm. That's all I
No, he had a jacket. He had a jacket and a long sleeve on, so it didn't.
I just need the one arm.
Okay, lean back for me.
Scoot up hips all the way up to the crease.
All the way to the crease. Yeah.
There you go. All right, swing your legs up. All right, bring your hands together, buddy.
So you got to move further.
He has no probes in him, just on the clothing.
Yeah, plus I'm wearing a shirt underneath the long sleeves. So.
Lift your hands up for me. I didn't double lock your cuffs, okay, Ben?
Good. Again, I am sorry.
It happens. It happens, buddy.
I am just glad I didn't injure you in any way.
No, I'm good. I think I just pulled that hole.
I think. Can someone get the pins out of my pocket? They're digging into my leg.
Okay. This pocket?
Yeah.
You got your phone?
There should be like 4 pins. 2 or 3 or 4.
On that desk, I'm gonna pull out his pocket, get his keys.
And my wallet is in my left pocket.
All right, that can hang out with you for right now, okay?
Huh? Yeah, those right there. That's what I got. Okay. You can have those, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's in his pocket. That's pretty cool.
This way. There's a door right here.
He's looking like a real garbage pail kid here, huh?
Again, I am sorry.
I've been trying to figure out who my man Zach reminds me of, and I got it. Paul Dano, the actor. Maybe we can get him to play Zach in the movie version of The Arrest. Wrongful termination.
Now, the terror returns in mankind's final confrontation with evil.
Maybe Zach is the Riddler. They've got a little in common.
This is not how this was supposed to go. I had it all planned out. Stay still. No.
But seriously though, how annoying are the blurry redactions the police put on these videos? I mean, what's behind here, the vacation schedule? The thing is, it gets me crazy wanting to know what's going on behind there. Like, here I'm watching this, guessing there's some important client information behind there, and what the f***? A Yule log? According to court records, Zach was charged with armed trespass, battery on law enforcement, resisting with violence, and carrying a concealed weapon, unlicensed firearm. At this time, Zach appears to be on 3-year probation along with fines.
I'd buy that for $1.
No word if his general intelligence has improved, but I did see on his Facebook that he has a Confederate flag hanging on the wall of his bedroom along with like Klingon daggers and elvish scimitars or whatever, so I kind of doubt it.
You will be judged on your prowess with the blade.
Also, a lot of stuff on his Facebook like wolves and stuff. Zach, I have judged your choices, and I do not understand your reasons. But I do have hope you will take all the negative energy inside of you and put it to better purpose. Big news! The Civilian Network now has a second channel with more documentary-style body cam videos, aka no commentary. So my stupid face just introduces the video like Lester Holt, but with less forehead. Get in the comments, subscribe to both channels with notifications, and do your civic duty.
Yo!